Hello, welcome back to Motorsport Manager. Time for race 10 in Munich, our second trip to Munich, where we're going to get embarrassed again, but that's not the point. One step closer to the end of the year for the Timex Racing. Let's take a look. 12 hours, you can see Lahane's got much bigger condition drop. Eurosport Martin Haven, where does the fault lie? I'd rather not blame anybody here, but I'm going to throw the driver under the bus because, frankly, his morale's high. It's still going to be at 90%. He's going to be gone soon. All of that fun stuff. Okay, let's get some repairing done. And Fed Bjork looking to leave. He's going to be too expensive for us, I'm sure. Fitness Guru Dan Hardsmith has a slot available in his Get Fit or Die exercise court. Bill Lahane, no. We are not going to spend money on that when Lahane is walking out the door. So there we are. Okay, so we're about to get the brakes done. Oh, we didn't actually quite. Okay. There's our car repair. And I want to take a look at how long it's going to take us to finish up our performance gains. 8 days after the race, so 25 days for this. We got just over 2 months to go. It's the 26th, and we got to be done by the 1st of December. So 25 days for the engine. What about for the spoiler? Say we were to pick one of those. And if we added that on, it would only take 35 days. Well, 35 days after the race. That's 52 days. That would not leave much time for the brakes. It looks like we're actually a bit late with this and will not be able to improve them all quite as much as we're going to want. So, I'm just going to throw both engine and spoiler in there and say all of you have fun with that and get to work. And then we'll throw in the brakes wherever, try to balance things out. If I can't improve them all the way, then I'll try to balance out the improvement, so to speak. Take a look at our pit crew. Looks like our sponsors are still we're going to have one more sponsor there, and then 4 are going to come up the next time. So that'll be interesting. Okay, we've got... No. Front jack and rear jack guys that might be interesting. I don't want Lorendi. And I don't see anybody here that's like, boy, I need them. I mean, unless we need a 9 on the front jack. We have Hernandez. It's the only one, though, I think. Yeah, okay, that's worth a hire. Let's hire Horth. But I think that's it. Let's switch some people around here for sure. And you know what, Horth, you're going to go out there as you're more rested. Rear jack 8. And Avellino should be ready to take that on. Unless I want Cronin. Cronin's out on the tires. We need to get new tire people in place for sure. Let's put Hack Barth out there. And we need to give DeVos a rest. I think we'll be just fine with Cronin. Not Cronin, Peters. Taking the spot. The rest of them look good. And I think I want to get rid of Leon. I just don't feel the need there. We've brought in enough. Hold on to Yaus and get rid of Thurier. And I think that's where I'm going to hold it for now. And then there we have the new brakes. So yeah, that'll give us our time. Now, we're still at see, yeah, Monday, 52 days would be, I mean, we've probably got about 65. So let's see, how long would it take the brakes? See, this is not as big of a gap, 131 to 155. Plus 15, 67. Okay, that's going to be, we're going to be really close. We're going to be really close to having enough, not having enough. I still should have started it a little bit earlier, but we're not going to lose much if we lose anything. So let's definitely go back with this and work on those full tilt as much as we can. Let's get to that race. Sponsors available. We can see we've gained a few points on each. We'll hold off on the sponsors for now. Whole bunch of mail going on, including some new scouting. Lahane is a gambling addict. Casino patron says he's in here every night, throwing big money chips around like popcorn. Just keeps losing. I spent enough time in casinos to know addict when I see one, and Bill fits the bill. Addictive personality. 19 weeks of lower morale and focus. Well, that's unfortunate, but again, he's going away. And Jerry wants us to know about Munich. 39 laps this time, 3 miles. 40% chance of rain, and crucial parks are spec, soft and medium. Casino wants us to know nothing whatsoever about the medium speed corners, probably because they're a spec part. Vasily Romanov, 64%, 2.5. And look, this is fairly, braking is bad. Smoothness isn't great, but pretty solid across the board type of driver. Could very well be the kind that we'd want. 120K, just a little bit rich. But, you know, I'm going to favorite Vasily anyway. I think I'm looking more of a 2-star instead of that type of driver, but... Comtoyu Racing going to do well, at least supposed to do well. DuPont trying to catch Bonani at the top. Campos Racing looking for improvements. And a couple days yet before the race for that sponsor spot. You can see with our new brakes in, we're looking better there. We're still 12th though. We're almost half as good now, they say, as the top teams, but still 12th. See, like if we're 12th, then there's like nobody down here. That's basically how that's going to look. 152 and 103 as we keep on rolling. It just occurred to me that I never designed the second brake part. Fortunately, we have time. We need all of that. And that one we're not going to want to do anything with. On to Munich. Whole bunch of sponsor deals about to give up. We still only got the 2 offers. 12th or above bonus. Well, that's not going to happen. So we'll take the fixed pay, whatever it is. In this case, 520K per race. Our marketability sucks, so it is what it is. Discussing whether to remove qualifying. Grid would be reversed. And that's going to happen next week. Meanwhile, gradually moving up those parts. So we should want to keep everything the same as it was. 23rd and 24th. We are always there these days. 13 degrees only during the race, so preferably soft tires, but then also we're going to want to see if we can get some inters in practice. So it's going to be sort of an interesting adjustment to make here. when is it going to rain during the race, and will it be something that we're ready for? All right. Let's see what we've got going on here. And yeah, this is borderline whether I want inters or dry tires to start this. I think I'm going to go with inters. Tough call, though. Just based on the fact that it's going to rain during the race. That's my only reason for making that decision. Let's see, 23 to 25 laps. Yeah, so I think we're doing 2 softs for Lehane for the race, or like a softs and an inters or whatever. And then for Casino, would probably not be able to get away with 2 softs. The inters last a lot longer though. We're still probably looking at a soft and an inter. Given how cool it's supposed to be on race day, softs are definitely the dry tire choice. But that's for later. Right now, we've got to get set up with our practice runs. Both drivers preset on race trim where I'd like them to be. 6.9 and 6, pretty good start. And some cars, like we got inters, we got softs, and we got mediums. Not a lot of inners, though, in the group. We can see here, last time it was cut off, I think, a bit. But we're doing the full Munich. Let's go ahead and speed this up, because no matter what, we're staying out there for a while. Both drivers liking the handling and nothing negative so far. We're looking like level 2, I think, again. It's going to gradually, very slowly taper off. So when do we come in? And I think if we get to race trim 1, then we come in and, okay, more weight in the front for Casino. And for both drivers now. I'm thinking we come in once, make changes, switch the tires. So we have a bit on inters and a bit on softs. With the way the weather's going. Yep, I think that's the play. Less top speed for Casino. And same thing for Lehane. Let's slow down this here for this lap. Because I'd like to come in after this one, but I don't know if we'll quite be there. If we're not, I think I'll just switch one driver in and one out. Wow, look at Lehane leaping up to 4th. Of course, a lot of cars haven't done their interlaps yet, but still. That's a huge jump. Now he's fading down. Looks like we're going to make it. And there we are, coming into that last turn. Okay, pretty good timing overall. Both drivers come in. So, should be able to hit that level 2 race trim, make our adjustments here, if all goes reasonably well. Handling right on the button, and you don't like the ballast. So more weight to the front, more acceleration. Let's try about there. Okay, and then we want to get this back in line. Maybe back to here. Let's see what that does. Race trim softs. And then for casino, 73%. Same treatment. Handling is not quite perfect there. Let's try that. See how close we can get. And of course, we're going to be staying out there a while again, because we're going to want to hit that level 2. Wow, Lehane at 10.0. One of the reasons behind his strong time. The water nearly gone. We're going to just start getting little bits now of the track grip back. Casino likes the cornering adjustment. And ballast also much better with Lehane, whose form is dropping. The others still out on inters. So far, I'm very happy with how this is going overall. And that's rare to see for sure. Lehane with the fastest first sector yet. Casino not liking that little handling adjustment I made. I went the wrong direction. Lehane happy with lots of things. Fastest time, except that Casino beat him. The other driver's not coming in, so we're going to have a ridiculous situation here where it looks like we're going to, win the practice round. Still first and second. Lehane knocking it out of the park right now. And Casino at 7.3. If both drivers have strong form in the race, with the two spec parts that are crucial and everything else, we could actually have a vaguely respectable finish. It's theoretically possible. Now we're raining again. I could have come in there. Probably should have tried to tweak some things, but it would not have made much of a difference. I don't think I could have gotten back out and gotten another reading. So, I'm going to want to move on into qualifying. And making any final adjustments at the beginning is going to be crucial. But it is supposed to be dry weather for qualifying, so that should help. Top 2 spots. Remarkable. Everybody else set their best times on inters, and you can see, like, Panis almost beat us in inters when we were on softs. Wow. Everybody's so happy. See if it continues. True to the forecast, we are at least good weather to start qualifying. No sign of anything else. And we've hit the sweetest spot. Very nice. So that'll help in qualifying. And this will also help in other situations. Well, you know what? I'll go with the inters just in case we want to run a qualifying set on those. And we're definitely not there yet. 73 up to 89. So we went from poor to great, possibly a little bit more lower speed. Handling, we're going to want to go a little bit lower. And then probably just a bit more speed. Okay, let's give that a shot. It's going to be close anyway. Stick on the same softs you use, because we're just going to be in and out. 94%, closer with Lahane. From poor to good, probably more low speed then. Handling, we need a little bit more understeer. If I try that, because I can't get this any lower. So I don't think we're going to quite get there on the cornering, which is concerning. .2 and 10, both drivers looking very excellent. I don't think we have time for more than just this one crack at it. No, I don't think we do. 96% for Casino. Good, but that ballast is going to hurt us again. Poor. Great. And good. So we actually want it a little bit lower. That can be done. Try it about there. And then we got to balance these out. Yeah, that should be just about perfect. Could wait a little bit longer for higher grip, but it also could rain, you know, so let's just go. Lehane, 94%. Same situation, nailed handling, nailed speed. We are at poor, good, and still good. Let's try bringing, because this is a significant gap. It might be a little bit too far. Let's try the same idea. Bring it back to there. A little more speed. Lock it in. Could it be just that simple? We'll find out. 25 seconds for you. But you know what? I don't want to do that quite yet. So we'll wait, because I want to get Casino out on the track first. And now let's do it. That should prove to be a sufficient gap. You can see we've got the much bigger spot. So we should be able to get better qualifying times there. Although with a 4.4 form, that's going to hurt it for sure. That ended up working about right in terms of the timing between the two. Casino's form dropping even further. So I want to keep an eye on both gauges now. And keep them both as close to evenly spaced as I can. Like, I'd rather have good than perfect overheated. Brakes went down, so let's... Of course, the brakes are a lot more volatile. Great and perfect. Very nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I haven't been paying attention over here. Drop it, drop it. Why is that fuel pop up there? I don't even know where I'm at. That's really annoying. Yeah, I couldn't... That was annoying to have that pop up there. Oh well. Lehane's going to have a crap run, it looks like. Boy, Casino falling off. Half a second back, that's going to be better than some, if he can maintain that pace. And Lehane's still a bit faster, owing partly to his better engine, partly to his better form. Casino still looks like he's going to be better than some of the completed times. Even on 2.8 form. 18th. Could be worse. And Lehane looking faster than that. Stuck in traffic here, which sucks, but oh, goes through the traffic. Literally through it. Oh, wow. Well, that was a garbage final turn then, wasn't it? 18th and 22nd, still better than we normally do. But it could have been better if that lovely fuel pop-up had actually decided to not be as annoying as it was. I've never seen that before. Panis, the winning time of 2:10. Of course, I don't know how good our setup is. We will soon find out. Put on a good show. Hope they can steal a win tomorrow. You're drunk, because that's the only way you could think that. I'm hoping we can steal a top 20 finish. Okay, it says good weather at the start and then raining. Well, that's enough laps that we got to start on softs briefly. Fry the snot out of our softs, switch to inters, and then we'll see what's what. So this could be a two-stop deal. Definitely race trim. Softs or inters, the ever question, but I'd like to go with the tire that we're starting the race on because the start of the race is the most important. So we will go race trim and softs. Well, looks like we drilled it for casino. 99%. And let's take 97% for Lehane is close. Poor. Good. Good. And great. So I could probably just a bit less. If I adjust this just a hair. Now that shouldn't hurt anything and it could help. So that's what I'm going to go with. We've got more optimism about this race, relatively speaking, than we've had in a long time. Let's see what happens. Munich, second attempt. First attempt was not too glorious. Lehane back in 22nd, but 8th on the form. And where is Casino? Only a 3 form, so hopefully he can turn that around. See what we've got. 2.8 and 8.2. Casino, boy, did you ever suck at that start, and Lehane wasn't much better. Boy, look at them getting piled up over there, and where did Lehane shoot off to? 15th. Just firing by a line of cars there. Oh, somebody flying around that first turn. And Lehane up to 13th. That was Benani. None other than points leader, Mehdi Benani, having a horrible first turn. And look at Lehane in 10th position with the fastest first sector of anybody due to that pass he got. Unbelievable. Tires already heating up. Let's switch to neutral so that we can maintain neutral for longer. Lehane 10th and was making a push for 9th there. Nagy ahead. Boy, Lehane had the fastest second sector also. Unreal. Back to 11th now, behind Oriola. But, I mean, obviously the best start any of my drivers have had to any race this year. Okay, we're staying pretty even with the neutral, so let's go push for as long as we can make it happen. And Casino, 21st now, fighting in the back of the pack where I expected both my drivers to be there, around that 20th spot. Okay, now we've got to go back to neutral. So 11th and 21st, we're not quite done with that second lap, so I'll keep the engine going. We had a collision, and Lehane got hit. Okay, so back off to high. How's our parts doing? Fine at the moment. Back off to high. Since this is a high fuel usage track, I'm going to use 0.05 as my multiplier for the laps and what we need to gain back. We've still got some work that we can do until we hit there. So Lehane 5.5 form and in 10th. Casino in 20th. Not looking quite as bad as it was earlier. Right now, of course, that would be our very first point. Look at Casino still fighting away, locking up the tires, like the driver of suck that we know he is. Tire temperature still remaining pretty steady. Unfortunately, Lehane's driving form is not. And this little nice activity here is just a reminder of how much fun it is to actually compete in a race, which we haven't had all season long. The rain is going to be coming, and oh yeah, we're going to have all of winters, perhaps wets. Going to have to watch that closely. We may be going straight to wets and forgetting inters. I don't want to, but timing of that pit stop is going to be vital. Particularly the drivers only about 6 seconds apart right now. There's no way I can pit them on the same lap. And that's going to make things really interesting. So I probably want to pit one a little bit early and one a little bit late. But we're not to the rain yet, so we can play this out a little bit more. Tenth and 20th. Remarkable showing. The Lehane continues to falter. Casino continues to very gradually inch up, and Lehane is dropping like a rock. Okay, here comes the rain. Yeah, we're going to go in for wets. Question is when. And I think not this lap, but the next two after it. That's the call I'm going to make in any case. Let's go push here. Get whatever little bit more we can get out of the engine. Okay, some of them are coming in now. Actually, most of them coming in now. But if they're coming out on inters, yeah, they're gonna regret that. Well, Hayne all the way up to 4th. Switch back to neutral now. Fourth and 6th, that's very temporary. Gap between the cars, still about 6 seconds. The question is, which is better, to come in first or not? It's not that wet yet. I'm going to put in casino. And you're going to go all the way to wet. Now, it's going to be horrible on your times at first, but not for a huge amount of time. There we go, 12%. Not yet. Can't have you both in at the same time. No mistakes, but Casino is royally ticked off. Probably got hit by one of the other drivers or something. Should be able to go aggressive for a little bit longer. No, you're not pitting for inters. Well, Hayne has bounced back up from the red zone to at least have a 3 in form. Leads the race by 7 seconds. So you see it's shrinking steadily, but is about to go in. And Casino falling through the ranks at the moment. But that will not be the case. And the question is, how long does this wet stuff last? But it looks like it's going to last a while. Another good pit stop. So Banani penalized, it looks like, or might be penalized. Casino in last, and Lehane falling through the pack. I don't know how long it's going to be like that, but I think I want to push here. Both drivers. And that's close enough on fuel. I'm going to back off to medium, see how much we're going to be saving. So we're dropping through the ranks, but then what are they going to do when it gets wetter? Hayne locks up the tires. That's no good. And I can't hold them off here, so I'm going to switch back to neutral, at least with Lahane. Let them have their day. I think I'll do the same with Casino, and then push more. Well, I mean, push is not elevating the temperature that much. Yeah, it's going to stay wet. I think I'm going to go neutral with both, and then just push hard on those tires once it becomes favorable weather for us. It's also going to be cooler then. So let's see how this goes. Boy, more drivers colliding. Let's check our fuel. 144 or 143 that time around. And they're running away with this, but just hold on. Yep, we're gaining plenty of fuel back. Probably a little bit ahead of the pace. Okay, now we're 22nd. Another car is now coming out on wets. So then we're going to see what happens. And yeah, let's push here. I think it's time to push and definitely stay ahead of Giovanardi if we can. There we go. Everybody coming in, and now we're going to see what we've got. Lahane back up to 14th, and there are still a few cars out there on inters. So if you take those 4 cars in, you know, he's probably up another bit. Casino in 23rd. So overall, we probably roughly broke even with that strategic switch between staying out a few laps on wets that weren't ready for conditions versus coming in on those inters. Casino slipping to last. Lahane holding in 14th. It's going to stay wet for a while. But then it looks like the sun's going to come out and the water is going to dry. So I definitely want to keep pushing. Nagy, a drive-through penalty. Montero comes into the pits, and so Lahane is up to 13th. Imagine if either of these guys were driving well. We're going to be looking at lap 21, lap 22 before we want to come in from these. So we're going to be out on these tires for a while. And then softs to finish it up, I'm sure. Oh, we've got a crash. Yvonne Mueller, partial yellow. At least it's not Bill Lahane this time. Let's drop to neutral for a bit here. Giovanardi is going to put on the pressure and may get Lahane here, especially, goodness, 2.9, 2.8, if he keeps up that nonsense. It's literally like bumper cars slash demolition derby with the number of vehicles bumping into each other here, though. I'll try to make it another lap. In comes Oriola for the penalty. And Nagy. So Lahane up to 12th. And Casino 22nd. I think we want to go push now again. Tires seem to be holding up more than well enough. I think I'm going to have plenty of tire to get through the rest of this stint. Use as much of it as I can, and boy, Giovanardi trying to go by even though we're pushing the tires. Comp right there behind. We've opened up a 4-second gap behind Tarquini, so we're just trying to hold back the flood here. And I'm not talking about the water, although that's a flood too. Fully soaked track. Slide back to neutral. We're at 3.2, and then Casino at 4.9 continues to very gradually inch up. Lahane up to 3.3. See if he can make any kind of a improvement in his form. Giovanardi trying to get around and not able to do so yet. It looks like it's going to happen here soon. Just the speed difference is really significant. We've got to turn back. Kept the inside corner. Going to have the inside here. Question is, can we hold the inside on this other one? It's going to swing back the other way, and I don't think we're going to. Yeah, there it is. Oh, and Giovanardi clocks into me again. Trying to pass. Let's go push here. Looks like we're going to hold the spot after all of that. .7, gradually 3.8, gradually improving, and look at Casino up at 6.1, 6.2. Holding off Nagy so far, and not that far back of McKellis. You can see in front Panis destroying the field after having won the pole. 15 seconds. Pomola and Coronel the only ones remotely close. And back to neutral. Looking like something around lap 22-23 is what we're going to get to here. So a few more circuits to get by. It looks like Giovinardi was not given a penalty for that tap there. Oh, Oriola crashes. Once again, a partial yellow. It's going to move Casino up to 20th. And Richard crashed in there, what I didn't see. So, yeah. We're gaining positions just by virtue of there being three cars less in the race than they started out with. Won't be long now. We're going to get the sun come out, start to warm things up, start to dry out the track. You can already visually see the signs of it. Just looks a little brighter. And there we go. Dropping back. Let's go for push and see what we can do. That was sort of inevitable, but looks like we only lost one spot there at least. Shedden and Comp right behind us for the moment. Oh, there's Comp getting this, then was for a second. So Lehane fighting to stay in the lower teens here. He's got a bit of fuel to use, but I don't want to use it here. I think I want to use it after I come out of the next pit stop. Now it's Compt right behind as Giovinardi accelerates away. Slowly but steadily. And we'll have to go neutral again. Nagy is catching Casino. And we've got cars coming into the pits. Why are they doing that? They're going inters pretty darn early, I think. And I think it's better to just, with it going to dry out this fast, go straight down to dry tires. The gap between our drivers, still only 11 seconds. And with a 13-second pit stop, I'm probably going to want to pit them both the same lap and just accept a small backup. Casino, go ahead and push. And now Lehane. I think we go around one more time. And we're going to go directly to softs. So 6th and 14th at the moment. which will, of course, not last. Oh, 6th and 11th now. Lots of cars coming out on inters. And we're gonna be at a disadvantage for a couple laps, maybe 3. But then they're all gonna have to come back in again. But Nani making the pass on Lahane. Still just over a 10-second gap between us. So Casino is going to need to sit in there. And you know what? I'm going to revoke that. I'm going to have him go around one more time. There's enough water on the track. And now you switch. We need that water to go away fast now, because we're going to be slow as dirt. No, you don't. Now we'll switch back to medium. I'm not going to try to go high on the tires to hold any of these people off, because that's not going to work. At least not yet. It is, like, the water is going down. It's not as fast as I would like. We'll go high for a bit with Casino, not for long. We are in the final 2 spots, 19th and 20th, as Nagy has also crashed. And that's close enough on the fuel. So I think we're sticking medium the rest of the way. And now we're just going to wait for everybody else to start deciding they're going to come in. Track conditions now damp, still slightly favoring inters. Alright, now let's go push on the tires. At least for a while. See how this works, because they're starting to come in now. Bjork ahead of us. Montero behind. Lots more cars to come. Boy, Casino's tire temps are really high. I gotta go down to neutral there. Boy, and Giovanardi coming out on mediums. And look at Lehane up to 13th. And still a couple cars up there out on inters. Once again, I think we broke even or did a little bit better than that. But it was another close call, and one that we took the opposite tack to the AI. Dry enough track now that we're losing the water effects. And unfortunately losing the spot here to Giovanardi despite soft tires compared to medium. Whole third of the race yet to go. Casino's form is faltered. Lehane is back up to the strong type of driving that he started the race with. And he's up to 12th. With everybody now back onto dry tires. So we're 12th and 17th out of 20 cars that did not crash. The weather's getting warm. So we're probably going to have to... Lehane, you've got the room now, I think. Let's go conserve. Serve a bit with both drivers. See if we can hang on to our spots. Go back neutral when we can, which shouldn't be too long, but we're going to have to conserve some now with a spiking temperature. It's getting warm out. Not super hot, but definitely warm. That should be enough for now. So the rest of the field pits 4 times. We pit only twice. Still waiting to see how that pans out, but Lehane probably loses some more positions. See what he can hold on to here. Dropped a bit, but still over 7 form, which is definitely going to help. $11 laps to go, and trying to hold off Montero with everything that we've got. Meanwhile, Casino trying to hold off Shedden and didn't. So Casino slips to 18th. 24 degrees and clear for the rest of the race. And we're going to start seeing the track speed up. Not quite there yet, but we're just about at the dry but no rubber on the pavement deal. And we're going to have to switch to conserve again now. Keep from frying out the tires, and I'm not going to do it for long, but I do wonder how much we're going to lose. Casino now down to 19th. Only Philippi behind. And Lehane down to 5 for him. Casino 1.9. Yuck. But Lehane a full second ahead of Montero and Benani, so maybe they can annoy each other or something. I don't need much time here. Tire temperature dropping pretty fast for soft conserve. And we should be able to go back up now. Speed things along through these final laps of Munich. Lehane under pressure, but so far is holding it off. No, I'm not so sure. Well, we got the inside corner there. There's Benani coming up on the outside. And yeah, that's just raw speed. That's all that is raw speed. Nothing we could do about that when they're swinging by you on the outside of the turn. So back to 13th. There's 3 more cars lined up behind Lehane. Actually, maybe 4 if you include Shedden. Yep. Doing everything we can to hold it, and we just don't have it. Look at Lehane's form now, down to 2.3, 2.2. So he's sort of fallen apart here. '14th and 19th. Can we hold those spots? Probably going to have to go conserve a bit later. Well, I don't know. I mean, the tires are... They're enough tire to stick on neutral and just burn up the rubber. And apparently it's not going to matter because there goes McKellis and Lehane is down to 15th. Yeah, I'm going to leave them both on neutral the rest of the way. And now Casino down to 20th. So what cars can Lehane hold off? That's the question now. Immediately behind, Compt and Shedden. We should be able to stay ahead of everybody else for sure. Nagy and Philippi. Panis still off to that double-digit lead. Hamola behind, then Coronel, then Morbidelli. And that's been a pretty stable, at least top three for a while. And there goes another spot as Shedden gets by. Looks like Lehane making a bid to get it back. And does. At least temporarily. Wow. Final lap, and look at that. Shedden, Lehane, Compt all battling. Battling hard, too. But didn't get by Shedden there. Fights off Compt. Final little bit here. Oh, and then Compt goes to the inside. Oh, that's too bad. Back to 17th. So, Lehane accepting that result. Casino not happy. Little disappointing slipping to 17th there after all the good stuff that happened earlier. But really, we got a lot of fortune in this one. Could do that well. I mean, you can see 2 drive-through penalties. 1, 1, 2, 1. I mean, good grief. Panis was the pole sitter and the fastest lap and the general dominator of the field. More, and crashing, and yeah. Lots of gifts. We remain pointless. Can do a lot better than that. Arturo Casino just told me. Oh my. Overall, not the best day for our form, but we do finish 10th in the race, so that's a thing. Mechanic relationships are maxed out. 4.0 and 20th for Casino. That is still, it's only the 3rd time this season that he's done that well in the field. 4.8 for Lehane, his worst in quite a while. But 17th, best since our season high 17th, or 11th rather, in Ardennes, and that was several races ago. Okay, so only Cape Town and Sydney remaining. Nice little chunk of change to throw in the bank. And we're done designing parts for the year. So, 2 races left in the 2016 season. We'll continue our march toward the end of it when we come back next time. Till then, thanks for watching. More Motorsport Manager will continue.